Hello, everybody, and welcome to EDFM, your number one place for your Elite Dangerous news. Joining me is AaronC63.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And before we go head deep into in-game news, I have to apologize for last week, but personal affairs came in the way, so that episode didn't come up. But we shouldn't dwell on that too long. Let's go straight into Galnet and start off with, well, first of all, the Ocelot starport in the Couchpush system has been finished, though it will take a few months until it's officially open. The pirates are raiding some narcotics, and we have more starports shutting down because of technical issues. So let's start off. Explorer Association has announced that the third stage of its ambitious starport project is now complete. The materials needed for the final phase of construction have been delivered, and the finishing touches are now being applied to the Couchpush system's new Oslo starport, though it will take until next month until it is officially open. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. We were also there at the community event for Neville Horizons. That's
Indeed.
the name of the starport. But, yeah, I'm interested to see how it is now. Well, I mean, it's probably going to look much the same because they don't really have any assets for half-built star stations and whatever, which would be nice for them to add, like just unfinished touches, maybe one of the rings having missing sections or something like that, so it's an unfinished one.
Or you see a skeleton, a steel skeleton with here and there light flash where you see someone is welding.
Yeah, that would also be pretty nice for them to add. But yeah, I'm interested to maybe visit that star station and see what it's like now that it's finished, if they've added any new commodities to it or anything else there.
Well, they are about to finish. They are now putting in the finishing touch. It will take until next month until it is really finished and, well, we can see the new things there.
Alright, yeah, it seems fair enough, I guess. I don't know, what's the usual time it takes to build a space station of that size?
No one does, because we haven't built one in real life yet. But anyway, let's go over to the new community project. A faction known as the Drug Empire of Salabara has issued a request for the controversial narcotic Onion Head. Strange name. The drug was once a significant trade commodity, but it suffered a setback last year when former federal president Jasmina Halsey declared it illegal in Federation space. And now there are hundreds of traders going to that system, and pirates have been reported coming there to, well, intercept all these traders. So not only are they now requesting traders to bring Onion Head, but they also, every time you kill a pirate and go to them, you'll get an extra bit on top of your bounty.
That sounds pretty nice. I mean, yeah.
But you don't need to go to true Federation space because it's illegal in there.
Yeah, I mean, that actually might be where the profit is, because if you could go and get the Onion Head, then go to Federation space and sell it on the black market, you could probably make a killing.
Indeed. So, well, and the more Onion Head you deliver, the bigger the plant will become.
Yeah, I mean, seems pretty decent.
Indeed.
Can you choose to use it instead of sell it? I'm just kidding. Don't do drugs, kids.
I don't think it's a good idea to do drugs and drive a spaceship, but that's something besides that. So the last thing on the schedule is, well, the starports in the Workushanui system 49 Aritis, 64 Aritis and Varietis systems have experienced a raft of mysterious technical issues and malfunctions. Garacha Gateway in Wakashuni has been the worst affected, and at the time of writing, the station remains in a state of partial closure as problems persist. Reports of similar and equally mysterious issues have arrived from Hinsop in the Ngobi system to Gana Dock in the Iapoda system and Li Qingyao in Seoul. Now, what is going on, they don't know, but this is strange.
I wonder, I mean, obviously they're doing it for a reason. There's not really anything you can do at those stations, if I'm not mistaken, now, at this point, to fix them. I'm wondering if they're maybe trying to tie it in with Horizons in some way, like maybe the planets that those space stations are orbiting around are being sabotaged by the people that are on those planets, or something like that, just to make people, say, explore those planets and destroy the pirate base that's on it. Would be interesting if they tried to do something like that.
Yeah, well, and we right now don't really know what's going on in all these space stations, but one is just some bad luck, but multiple at the same time, well, calling false. Someone is doing something.
Yeah, true. Or they're just trying to maybe it's a new faction, or maybe it's cross-faction, like, I don't know, Alliance against Federation, or Federation against Empire. I don't know what space those stations are in.
It's in Seoul, so that's in the system
Seoul
of
is Federation.
Yep. And the others I do not recognize. So I did.
So, I mean, maybe it's a sign that there's an attack coming, or there's going to be some giant community event of Alliance vs Federation, or Federation vs Empire, or whatever, PvP, or something crazy like that. That would also be pretty cool.
Indeed, but only time will tell what will come.
True.
And yeah, with that was the news from inside the game. Now, outside the game, there is not much to report. The first up is they have now reached the 100 mark on the newsletters on the Elite Dangerous site. So David Braben has sent a thanks out to everyone who has read it and helped with the Kickstarter. And that's all.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, well, it's great that they actually came to 100, and yeah, that the game is still going strong and more is coming.
Yeah, I mean, a game like Elite Dangerous is pretty open-ended. There's a lot to do. I mean, it's the type of game where you start playing, you think you've been playing for maybe 5-10 minutes, but you've actually been playing for 5 hours, because
oh god, that sounds so shit.
Doing things actually takes time and takes the effort to travel to do things. It's a good game, you know.
It sounds like Civilization. Every time at the end turn, no, one more turn and now we'll stop. One more turn.
It's pretty much that, you know. It's like one more bandit and then I'll stop. One more bandit and then I'll stop. Or
one more resource.
Jump. One more resource. I'll go to the asteroid field and start mining one more time.
Indeed. So, besides that, there's one more thing that they brought out, and that's the PC specifications for Elite Dangerous Horizon. So, for everyone was waiting for that, here are the minimum and recommended specifications. Starting off with the minimum. Operating systems, Windows 7, 8, 10, 64 bits. That didn't change. Processor quad-core, CPU 4x2 GHz. Memory 6 GB, seeing that hard drive is later on. It's probably RAM. Graphics, NVIDIA GTX 470 or AMD 7240, and internet cable, internet cards, and a hard drive place of 8 GB. And the recommended settings, again the same operating systems, but processor Intel Core i7-3770K quad-core, CPU or better /AMD FX 4350 quad-core CPU or better. RAM 8 GB, which this time it says 8 gigabytes RAM. NVIDIA GTX 770 AMD Radeon R9 280X or better, and still 8 gigabytes available space. So those are the specifications you need to run Elite Dangerous Horizons, and for me, well, my RAM is 4. So this is going to be interesting.
I'm sure we'll manage to find a workaround. Worst case scenario, you can always add some of your hard disk space, although it is a hard disk, not an SSD you have, right?
Sorry?
Do you have a hard disk or an SSD?
I have no idea. I'm serious. I don't know the difference between the two.
Alright, if you didn't put it in recently, then it's not an SSD.
I have not put nothing into my phone.
Okay, no, it's not an SSD. But yeah, there you can basically allocate virtual memory, which will act as RAM, or you can use a USB stick. If you have a fast USB stick, you can turn that into extra RAM. It's not quite as fast, well, it's not nearly as fast as RAM, but it gets the job done more or less. But it might still run with 4 gigabytes of RAM. Even though the minimum is 6, it might still run.
Yes, and yeah. So, for all you guys and girls out there who play this game, those are the specs that they say will be needed when the game gets out. Now, maybe new things will come, makes it better or worse. I mean, the beta still has to start, so keep your eye on that. And that's actually all the news from outside the game.
Yeah.
So
it's not too much going on, but
well, what I can add from last week, I guess. We can maybe add something from last week because, well, there was something fun in there from the outside updates, and that's for the CQC tournament. I mean, that doesn't matter what week it is being said, but the total value of the event is $100,000, including 15,000 prizes on the night, and the place in the final includes travel to the UK and accommodation. Phase 1 starts now. Players need to be sharpening their skills and unlocking the upgrades they want to use on their accounts. You will be using your own accounts for qualifying periods. So getting the unlocks you want is going to need to happen now. Phase 2, qualifying heats. The qualifying heats will start early next year. Each month there will be a separate qualifying heat. You will have 3 weeks of practice matches and 1 qualifying period of a week. There will be 4 heats over 4 months. The tournament will be run in a deathmatch mode. The top 4 PC and Mac players and the top 4 Xbox One players over that week, so 16 PC, Mac and 16 Xbox One players by the end of the qualifiers will win the following prize: a seat at the live final and a chance to be an overall winner, travel to and from the event, accommodation during your stay, food and drink at the event, and a winner's goodie bag. So, how do you qualify? Players will be ranked and given a tournament score for that week. The score will be generated using a complex system which uses a number of factors such as XP gained over the period, battle rating, and some other stats what they will not tell us. Each winner will go through a rigorous anti-cheating and fair play check. It will include fair play best practice such as ensuring that players compete at a high percentage of their games, as well as deeper anti-cheating checks, which they don't talk about, of course. Phase 3, the live finals. Once the qualifiers are finished, they'll be holding a live final. The full 16 PC, Mac, and Xbox One players will be there. On the night, there will be a host of activities streamed live for everyone to watch and get involved in. These include things like live exhibition matches against some of the best Frontier staff, pre- and post-game interviews, and of course the tournament finals themselves. There will be 2 separate tournaments, and the 15k USD prize will be split between both tournaments. This means both tournaments will have a prize pot of 7.5k US dollars. To be able to play in both tournaments, you will need to qualify in the top 16 of both the PC Mac and the Xbox One qualifiers. All the equipment for the games in the live final will be supplied. You will not be able to bring your own equipment. There will be a live crowd at the event, and more news how to get hold of your ticket, dates and location will be available closer to the time.
Sounds interesting.
I thought that would be a nice addition for this week.
I take it you won't compete, seeing as you really don't like CQC.
It's not my cup of tea. It really isn't. But for those who really like it, this is great news.
Yeah, it is.
I already expected them to do such a thing, and well, here it is.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds brilliant. Well, I don't know, I might give it a try. It sounds interesting. I doubt I will get anywhere near the top 16.
Hey, if you do, they don't have to pay for a room or such for you.
Yeah, true. I'm already in London.
So,
they can pay for the tube to get me to the place.
It's next door.
Oh, no wonder they can give 100,000 away if they're renting next door to me.
But yeah, it's an amazing event, and of course, on the success on how this event will go, we will see probably more of this.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, an interesting couple of weeks. Nothing too much going on other than the tournament.
Yeah, now the tournament still has to start. You now have to, what they say, these few months it's best to play until you have your desired
upgrades, and just generally, practice if you ever want to get up there.
Indeed, and then early next year it will start.
Yeah.
So, to infinity and beyond, I guess. And well, with that, if you have nothing more to say.
No, by all means. Go
ahead. Alright, so this was EDFM for this week. Again, sorry that we weren't there last week, but we will be there next week. And well, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to press the like and subscribe button. See ya.
See ya, guys. We'll catch you in game.